Good evening. I'm Maven of the Eventide. Welcome back to Vampire Playthroughs.
Hi, my name's Paul. Hello.
Tonight,
I was trying to think of like an ink thing I could do, but I was like, I couldn't say like good afternoon, or even good. No, sorry, didn't work.
but it's not afternoon.
No, it's not.
Firmly evening. We got the twilight, the eventide outside our window as we speak.
It's afternoon somewhere.
It's true. Every time I release one of these videos and I start them with good evening, someone in the comments is always like, it's 9 a.m. And I'm like,
Good
your house,
evening, relevant
maybe.
to your time zone.
It is always evening in the Maven's house. Just saying.
It is usually pretty dark in here.
Just like it's always Halloween year round.
The only time we turn the lights on is when you're filming, so that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we live in darkness.
The spooky filming lights.
Ooh, LED's cost effective. Oh no, surge protector. Ooh.
We are playing Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York, not to be confused with the other game we started playing earlier this week,
Swan
which
Song,
was
which
Vampire
I'm
the
actually,
Masquerade Swan Song.
Yeah, I'm actually psyched to finish that.
So
I'm
we want to
curious.
finish this game up so we can get back to that one and do some more playthroughs of that for you. We might do a few concurrently, see how it goes. I have the feeling that we're almost done with this game. I feel like we're getting pretty close.
Yay!
We've investigated a couple of the names on Julia's list of clues, leads for her murder investigation, trying to solve the murder of who killed the Anarch Baron of New York, as we are the official Sombra rep for the Camarilla. But as I've been told multiple times by the comments, the real quest here is to save our own ass to survive. Solving the mystery is not really what matters. Surviving is what matters.
I want to say at this point that like the plot of Coteries infinitely better than this one, because I still have no idea what the stakes are. It's just conversations. I have zero idea. It's like I have an idea of like what we're doing, but why it's relevant, I don't know. Though I do love the Sombra. I like the Sombra.
But you don't like the plot so much.
I don't.
Because
It just seems disjointed. It's like, oh, there's a murder, and now there's a party, and now there's a conversation with this person. Now there's it doesn't really seem
as goal-driven.
Goal-driven.
Yeah, I mean, I get that the goal is to solve the mystery, but the steps that we're taking towards that goal don't really seem as motivated by the goal.
Yeah, the other game had motivation. This game has a burger
this
joint.
one I'm more just like flailing, grasping at straws. It's not a very strong motivation. It's just like, well, I got a list. I can go check. It seems like someone's just trying to keep me busy, honestly.
Well, I mean,
someone is trying to keep me busy.
It's a story. It's like, I don't mind the story,
I mean,
but
it is world building. It is showing me much of the world. I'm learning much of lore, if that's your jam. It is some people's jam.
It's
some
a
people
jam.
are in it for that.
I ain't here to yuck a yum.
I am always in it for the character motivations, and I know Julia's ultimate motivation is to survive and save her own ass, but I don't get the feeling that her ass is really in danger right now, so then motivation is not as strong as it could be.
On the plus side, though, is if the Sombras are, introduced now as a clan, I would totally rock that if it was in Bloodlines 3, if it ever arrives.
You could just play the tabletop game.
Yeah, but that's like work, and we need friends to do that. And who has
Play
time?
D&D.
Yeah, but they're like forced to play with us because they want to play too.
We just need to make some friends who play this game.
This is true.
And then you can play all the Sombra you want.
Now I'm sad.
Because we have no friends.
Yeah.
Except for the friends we do have.
We have
they're
no
D&D
friends except for all of our friends.
Our D&D friends, the traitors. We're back in our apartment that we share with Dakota. And I'm assuming I'm talking to Dakota. Oh, you're up early? Yeah, told you I got work to do. I stretch. That's admirable. Reminds me of that one quote you always used to throw around. A lot of people say you can't smoke dope and get drunk when you got kids, and that's not true. You can, but you still gotta get up in the morning. That's being responsible.
That's a stupid quote.
That's the one. Never understood why it was so hilarious to you. Neither did I. I just accepted the mystery and made it my personal credo. I'm a responsible person. Does she have kids?
No, but I guess she's like, hey, I got a party, but I'm also responsible. It doesn't...
Are you planning to have kids? Not in a million years. By the way...
You've got mail.
You've got mail. An envelope by the door. It's from Kadir. Inside is a message saying he won't be able to make it tonight, but will rendezvous tomorrow to meet D'Angelo. He wants me to lay low until then and to stay in this apartment if possible. Well, that's ominous.
Why are we laying low?
I don't know. It's ominous.
Okay.
Apparently, nobody knows where Tamika is. They only know she's in trouble, and he doesn't want me near it. Not
That's
Tamika.
why I like Tamika. She's trouble.
Well, what is it?
Nunya.
Kadir doesn't need me, though. He wants me to stay.
Yeah, he just the opposite of needs you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay. Looks like I need to hit the town. Next lead. Probably useless, but the investigation continues. Why am I lying? You told me to stay in and I'm saying I need to go out?
Well, you've never been one to follow rules, I guess.
I guess, but it's like the assumption that I would automatically lie. Like there wasn't an option to not to tell.
Maybe she's pathological.
It would be fun to spend some more time together, you know? Dakota, you know this is important to me. But he told me to stay. I don't get this. There's like something missing. There's a piece missing from the puzzle here.
Maybe it's like a Polish culture thing.
I know. But I like to know I'm important to you as well. And that makes two of us. Just a few more days. I will find the killer, kick his ass, get a promotion, and we'll do something we've never done before. Like what? Good question. I'll think of something. For now, catch up with your work. I need to get going. Fine. Good luck. Stay safe. You know it.
I can imagine finger guns. Oh, good, the burger joint.
This place is weirdly empty tonight.
Where the action is.
Ah, well. I'll have the usual. I feel there's a big, what are we doing in this relationship talk coming if I don't change my ways. My avoiding spending time with my girlfriend ways, I guess.
You had a perfectly good opportunity to stay in the house because you were ordered to stay in the house.
And
instead, you lied and went to your burger joint where somehow you're allowed to smoke indoors. Oh, wait, no, you're not. So there's no smoking sign.
I do it anyway because I'm that kind of vampire rebel.
You a rib.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't already happened, but most of the time Dakota has seemed happy enough just listening to the stories of my own life. Yeah, who wouldn't want a sexy vampire girlfriend? Look, Dakota's the lucky one here, honestly.
Is she though?
No.
Yeah, okay, all right. I couldn't tell if you were being sarcastic or not.
Even if it's all boring and normal to me, it's exotic and engrossing to her. Guess I have that going for me. Oh well. I have no idea what to do tonight, so I'll just do the obvious thing and wing it. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it, or however it went. Time to lose myself in these busy streets and pray that the answers I'm looking for are out there.
Spark.
And if they're not, maybe I'll at least find some amusement. Or blood.
Porque no los dos.
Instead.
Yeah, same thing. Ooh. Do we know who that evil looking thing is?
This guy?
Oh.
Prince of Cats.
No, not cats. Anything but cats.
Prince of Cats is Tybalt from Romeo and Juliet. It's a Shakespeare reference. No,
Oh,
that was King of Cats. It's close though. But you might be like related, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could be immortal, you know.
Oh, I need to resolve this thing with Dakota, as if going around in circles on behalf of the court wasn't stressful enough. Maybe a visit to some quiet neighborhood will help clear my head. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with the cat prince.
Or
camera shyness. No, I don't want to be part of your goddamn interview. Look, can I not be bothered for one goddamn second? You're not listening. So I guess these are both things that are going to happen to me.
Well, I mean, the Manhattan one sounds much more interesting than just taking a walk around Upper Brooklyn.
And meeting this guy.
Yeah. I mean, look at her. Look at those eyebrows.
All right,
we'll
go with her. Whatever this is.
I still don't understand why they have like the Charlotte logo there.
Street interviewer. Oh, it's one of these people.
She looked a lot more evil than her poster.
I do not know what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. The man who said it? Albert Einstein. Even he couldn't predict what we know today. World War III is being fought using coughs and sneezes. We're in the middle of a biological battleground. But people don't want to wake up to this reality.
Ooh, what year did this come out?
Before COVID.
Oh, Lord.
The self-righteous tone of some sensationalist journo hag rises me from a pleasant daydream. Even though our excellent investigative journalists have been ringing the alarm for years. Dressed in an obnoxiously eye-catching two-piece, she stands out like a rubber duck against the surrounding drabness. Her timid cameraman dutifully follows her every move, but his mind seems to be elsewhere at the moment. Good for you, buddy. So why don't we ask the average resident of New York City what they think? Excuse me, miss! She approaches me with a spring in her step. The cameraman can barely keep up. Jesus, can't they bother anyone else? Excuse me, miss, what's your opinion on China and its biological war against... Ooh, no, she didn't.
Oh, it says it right on her microphone there. Fox News. I'm walking here.
I like that.
You gotta.
I'm walking here. Scram. We'll simply walk right by your side, miss, and ask you a few questions. Keep the camera rolling, Mikey, and try to keep up, miss.
Oh, she's asking for a slug.
I try to keep moving, but she dances around me, desperately trying to stick her mic under my nose. How she keeps her balance in those high heels and at that speed remains a mystery.
Wait, can't you're La Sombra, so you can't appear on film, right? Is that a thing?
Yes, that is a thing.
Oh. We're in trouble.
It'll be interesting. She'll just think her camera glitched.
I guess so.
I don't care about trying to stop the recording because she can't pick me up, so it doesn't matter. I guess I'll talk back. I'm in a sassy mood. Listen, I don't even know what your thesis is. I just know I oppose it on purely aesthetic grounds. Oh, you sure sound like a classic socialist, miss. No other ideology that obsessed with aesthetics instead of a material truth? Unless you're a vampire. No, one of the key things in Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles is that the only laws that matter are aesthetic laws.
What?
Yeah.
What's that even mean?
It's philosophy, man.
Okay. Rand it ain't.
I'm doing my best to avoid being recorded, but the cameraman is relentless. It's only a matter of time before he realizes me being blurry is not a temporary glitch. Gotta keep my cool. Leave me alone, you smooth-brained lizard woman from hell. Not until you talk to me about China. Mikey, keep up with us.
Just keep walking fast. You'll have a heart attack.
Why the hell is she so determined to get me? Maybe something about my style makes me look like the perfect straw man of an America-hating college kid she can try to destroy on camera.
Speaking of destroying cameras.
Mish, are you aware of these China-loving kids, Tiananmen apologists, killing landlords with Mao? Is that your thing? Is that the little red book I spy in your pocket? Huh?
I feel my brain losing its wrinkles. Saving that one.
I can almost feel my brain losing its wrinkles. I start to sort of understand how my dad could be so brainwashed by watching TV.
Oh, that's sad. Okay.
You think China dropping a biological bomb on this country is not something you should care about? Is it? How short-sighted you miss? Fuck it. At this point, I can't guarantee the camera footage doesn't violate the masquerade, so I might as well take drastic precautions to get rid of it. Plus, I can't stand being around her for a second longer.
So I turn into a bat and fly away.
Ooh.
Ooh. Mikey chewing your memory card. Oh, but then Mikey would take the fall for it. And Mikey's, as far as I know, not complicit.
I don't feel like bludgeoning the
I think, chewing the memory card seems the more interesting.
Oblivion is just, I make it stop looking like something.
I was like, oh, your camera broke.
Yeah.
I know, but domination's so much more fun.
I don't want to hurt Mikey.
Oh,
Mikey.
Fine. I mean, he knew what the gig was.
A large delivery truck zooming along the road plants an idea in my head. I narrow my eyes, sharpening my eyesight, and quietly beckon the shadows that silently pay witness to our little drama. Ooh, I'm calling the shadows.
You messing around with the shadow man?
Their presence swiftly becomes tangible to me. The absence of light responding like limbs yearning to be flexed.
It's about time you use your little somber gifts.
Feeling in control, I order the shadow to yank the camera out of the man's hand and throw it right under the oncoming truck. It happens so swiftly, no one notices what has transpired. The camera lands on the road just in time for the truck to run over it. The expensive equipment turns into a cloud of plastic debris, most of which is scattered in every direction.
Oh, the cameraman's gonna take the fall for this one, too.
As I walk away, the furious scream of the interviewer makes me think that they've given up on the memory card, wherever it ended up. You people have dog brains. Prolonged frustration and a short euphoric rush in the end. Sounds like every journalism-related episode in my life. I don't ever want to go back. All of a sudden, the world ends.
Well, she was right. Crap.
Everything stops. I'm lost in darkness, and there's not even a heartbeat to guide me. It's like sleep paralysis, except it feels as if I suddenly woke up from reality instead of a dream.
Oh, crap. It's the Matrix now.
Instinctively, I react to it the same way I used to react whenever I woke up in the middle of the night. Aware, but not able to move or speak. I just wait for it to pass. But instead of slowly regaining control, I just see a bizarre room emerge from the darkness.
Just look at her. Flesh refusing its fate.
It is.
You missed one.
It is.
It was the most important one, too. It is not the one you were looking for, is it? He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep is silent before the shearers, he did not open his mouth.
There is none righteous, not even one. There is none who understands, there is none who seeks.
For God, all have turned aside
Together they have become useless.
Calm down. We're trying to spook her, not freak her out.
You have your agenda, I have mine.
If anyone curses his father or mother, he must be put to death. Raging waves of the sea, foaming up their own shame, wandering stars for whom it is reserved the blackness of darkness forever.
For we wrestle not against the flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
I'm freaked out. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them, death and die, and blood to die.
Whenever I become one with the darkness, there's always this nagging fear that it might be impossible to become the normal me again.
Well, yeah, you're a vampire. now.
Instead of the shadows returning to normal, I will let my consciousness be dragged somewhere else. Somewhere between the worlds.
Space between spaces.
Somewhere like this, wherever this is.
It's nice.
This is the first time that fear has come true.
So she summoned the shadows, and the shadows just are like, hey, you're going to visit us now.
Are you afraid?
It's a bad idea to answer. Don't do it.
Oh, talk to the shadows.
Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent as well, I guess.
I think I need to sit in this chair.
Don't, it's made out of shadows, Kathunk. I think
I need to sit in.
this chair. No, the middle one.
Oh, I don't know. It's
The middle one.
left.
You fool.
I sit in the chair.
This chair is just right. Still in the lean years and unworthy of joining the rest.
However, the path is open, and the path of obligation and liability is debt that will be repaid one day.
Wait, are we like in a timeshare meeting or something? And when she asks you what brought you here, let your response be a scent of death.
Suddenly, I feel my mind beginning to drift away from here. I'm slowly starting to regain control over my thoughts. No, you aren't. Yes, I am. Fine. Think. Whatever you want.
I'm in the burger joint. There's no
I
place
find
like the burger
myself
joint. There's no
in a
place
dark
like the burger
corner,
joint.
leaning against a wet, cold brick wall. I think I'm conscious again, back from wherever it was, awake, but in an unfamiliar place.
A strange interlude.
Well, let's hope it's still in New York City.
So maybe she can like slip into like a shadow realm and like reappear someone else teleportation style?
I emerge from the shadows to see where I am. A source of light above my head momentarily blinds me, causing me to instinctively raise my hand. As I do, I hit some sort of garbage bag with my hand. It falls to the floor, letting a loose metallic din. What the fuck? A woman. I feel her hand grabbing my clothes. She brutally drags me closer. With one of my hands already above my head, I raise the other. Easy. Peace. I mean you no harm.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. I got no idea what I'm doing here. Or in general, really, it's like sometimes the forces I control figure out how to control me.
What are you, a junkie? Ah, you're kindred.
Yeah? Keep your shit together, damn it. I'm Julia Sawinski, the representative of the La Sombra in New York City.
Camarilla?
Uh-huh. I'm a Camarilla investigator.
Now, if you came here to catch me, you're gonna be sorry you tried, Miss Lessenbrow.
No. Stop right there. I wasn't ordered to catch anybody. I'm just investigating Douglas Callahan's death. This surprises her. She loosens her grip slightly.
Callahan is dead?
Nothing left but a rotten carcass and musty robe.
Oh, I'll be damned.
I've been off the grid for too long.
She doesn't sound like a dangerous fugitive. Oh, you can kind of see her face in that one. No, wait, it's what's her name? It looks like Tamika.
Oh, maybe. Then I'm using the wrong voice for her.
Well, we don't know her yet. Maybe she's using like one of those voice changer boxes, you know.
What brought you here?
A memory from a different world pops up in my head. Yeah, I think I know the right answer. A scent of death. She lets me go. I rub my eyes and finally get a good look at her face. You were right, it is Tamika. I was totally using the wrong voice.
Yeah, that's fine. She was using like a voice changer thing, so it's fine.
Yeah,
she's on the run or undercover.
She had like a
yeah, it was very
yeah. I gave her like
breathy,
like a French patois last time.
Patois.
Patois.
Oh wait, maybe it's not her.
Oh.
We would have recognized her.
No, we didn't know her.
Oh, was she from the previous game?
Previous game.
Gosh, I get these all confused.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I know. It's not your fault. This is the way the game's designed.
I kept mentioning D'Angelo, and I'm like, wait, oh yeah, we know him. No, we don't.
She's gorgeous. And judging by her nomadic clothes and the particularly fierce aura, she's probably an Outlander.
There can be only one.
Clan Gangrel. Oh, I guess that's what is an Outlander logo.
Gangrel for the win.
Commonly referred to as outcasts. So I know at one point in VtM lore, Gangrels left the Camarilla.
They don't really seem like the Cam type.
Yeah. I don't know if that's happened yet in this part of the game. Oh. Because it definitely wasn't true in the coteries, but it might be true by shadows.
Ah.
We'll have a talk, you and I.
Sure. What's your name?
Tamika, pass me a smoke, will you?
If only I could, my heart would skip a beat right now. Tamika. I guess once again, someone out there led me to the proper path. Yeah,
Julia's
sure.
got a crush.
She's totally into her.
Yeah.
When I pass her a cigarette, I realize I'm standing in something wet.
Gross. Okay, we know you're turned on, but
something that
chill.
smells tasty.
Oh, okay. I was about to say like fishy.
Tasty.
Vomit.
I look at my feet and see a puddle of water mixed with blood. Oh, I get it.
Do you?
Were these guys First Light? Who are these guys?
The hunters from the last game, maybe?
First Light. No, that was Second Inquisition.
All right, this is a really good shot. I really
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
pretty. And
That's
Tamika
good.
looks gorgeous. She looks gorgeouser than the last game. I guess she got a
Gorgeouser.
glow up. The high-powered guns and expensive-looking outfits, flashbangs, tasers, all chosen specifically to combat the
It's
undead.
Keanu Reeves.
I recognize that equipment from the same horror stories I've heard.
Oh, SI.
You thought she was speaking Spanish for a second?
First light. Sí, Usokam, yes. Sí.
First light, see, Usuko. Whatever they call themselves, they all bleed out the same. Usually before I have the chance to ask them a single question.
Government-funded inquisitors. Some claim they're connected to the U.S. government. Some claim they're supported by the anti-kindred faction in the Holy See. Some have even wilder theories. You did this all by yourself?
Have you seriously seen nothing? Nothing at all?
I shake my head. Believe it or not, I have no idea how I got here. I just kind of let the shadows guide me.
C'est le sombre thing. I've never actually talked to any of you. No idea what you guys can actually do.
What do you mean, you guys?
Still learning the ropes myself. Go with the flow and all that. My embrace was just a few months ago.
Huh. So you folks are with the Every Tower now. Last I checked, you were with the Sabbat. The Camis wouldn't forgive all of the trouble you caused them overnight.
Again, I'm practically still a Neonite. I just know there's a lot of bad blood between my clan and the others, and that I can expect at least one glare of pure contempt wherever I visit Elysium.
Ha! I see.
We smoke in silence for a short while.
No, don't patronize her. You know,
but I feel like I already asked this and she didn't answer, so.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's implied. I don't think she wants to talk about it. I would move on, personally.
So, are you acting alone?
Is this a personal curiosity or an investigator's curiosity? Or collecting intel for Camarilla? Doesn't matter. I have nothing to hide. Yes, I'm alone. Every kindred in the East Coast benefits from these guys' deaths. But nobody wants to get involved.
She flicks ash into one of the bodies. Aren't they extremely dangerous?
Were.
Almost got me for good last year. Took me a few weeks to get back in action.
Oh, last year was with Gwen True the Ventru.
Yeah, that was when we tried to storm the
yep.
building or whatever.
Yep.
Rescue our brother, which, if memory serves, didn't work.
Yeah, he bit it. It was sad.
Well, he is a gangrel. He bites everything.
I mean, don't most vampires?
Yeah, this is true. All right. Bad joke. General joke.
Then why are you doing this?
Those motherfuckers have an unfortunate tendency to hurt people I care about. My brothers, my sisters.
I see.
I don't know how it is in other cities, but here, funny enough, they only seem to target marginalized and radicalized kindred, ones that could theoretically pose a threat to the current order.
Isn't that like all of them?
The current order of kindred. The Camarilla.
Oh, gotcha.
Meanwhile, the establishment in New York City hasn't really changed ever since Calabro stepped down. Quite the opposite. Every SI raid in this city has only strengthened the old paradigm. Almost makes you think their goal is something other than protecting the citizens from the blank body menace.
Blank body?
I think that's
Do you know what that means?
vampire thing.
Oh, it's a blood moon. Ganon's here.
Tamika throws her cigarette into the puddle, unfinished, and crushes it under her heel.
It's a waste.
She obviously has difficulty smoking. It's like she's only ever tried it a few times. I assume she saw me carrying a pack and decided to try it to calm her nerves after the battle. That's a big assumption.
Mm-mm.
Or maybe she's just wanting an excuse to make our conversation less awkward. Who knows?
So, are you planning to snitch on me, Shadow Girl?
And why would I do that?
Let me get this straight. You really think I am dumb enough to believe for 1 second a Camarilla investigator would just so happen to stumble upon the alley where I just killed a bunch of SI motherfuckers? If so, you're the one who's dumb, sister.
I don't care if you think I'm dumb. I don't care about SI. And I don't care if you believe it was a happy accident I met you, especially considering not even the sheriff knows where you are. But I care about solving the mystery of Callahan's death. And as it happens, you're one of the pieces of the puzzle.
What are you talking about?
I found this on his body. Well, what remained of it. I show her the note. She tries to grab it to read it, but I don't let her. Aside from your name, we've got Hope, Agathon, and D'Angelo. You know them?
Pressingly.
Any idea why Callahan would need a list of all your names?
I might know why.
Yeah. Do you?
Absolutely. Do you know a man going by the name of Torque?
Huh. Of course I do.
Do you know about his connection to Boss Callahan, and by proxy to the list and me?
No. I'm all ears.
Well, too bad, because it's classified intel, sister.
What do you mean by classified?
Not free.
Oh, great. As if I were in the position to or could afford any sort of quid pro quo. Fine, let's hear it. What do you want? She motions toward the bodies.
I've killed too many of these assholes. They're tightening the screws. As it is, New York City is no longer safe for someone like me. Well, not that it ever was.
Oh man, bracing for something unreasonable.
What I need is a way out of this city. You offer that to me, I give you the intel you need.
Huh. Would you look at that? That's something I can handle, actually, yeah. She raises her eyebrows.
That's a surprisingly confident answer for a practically still a neonate.
I'm something of an immigration officer.
Got to say, you sound awfully close to a cop.
Almost as bad. A bureaucrat. I know of a secret pathway that would lead you to the West Coast. 100% safe travel, and if you took it, you'd be untraceable.
That's a long tunnel.
Sounds too good to be true. What's the catch?
Wait until you see how much it costs. The only reason I know of this route is because a certain Nossi criminal group reached out to me on account of my position and offered a mutually beneficial deal regarding illegal kindred travel.
I'm assuming that's short for Nosferatu.
Yes, it is.
Aha!
Yep. Okay. We already know about Clan Nosferatu, but if you want to learn more,
They call
you
them
could read this thing.
Orlocks. That's adorable.
Yeah. Normally I'd refuse, but they offered me the only thing that can buy me. A lot of cash.
I find that money is not an issue.
Now that's something I've never had a chance to ever say in earnest. Okay then. Alright, it's a deal, but who scratches whose back first? She ponders my question for a good while, studying me before she decides on a response.
Have you met Torque before? In the course of your investigation? Or before?
I wanted to, but on the Anarch side, I only managed to meet Mia, and she wasn't keen on the idea of the two of us meeting.
Ah, yes. Mia.
Her expression betrays she's got some vicious stories to tell, but it would be too beneath her to divulge them. Too bad. Maybe it could be a bonding experience.
Sorry.
Top me off, bro.
I mean, they're talking about taking, ports out of here, and it got me thinking.
Yes, pour the port into our port glasses.
Because, they have to go to the Port Authority. Ding.
So here's the thing. A few months ago, Torque and I were together. A lot of things happened, and long story short, I no longer feel close to him. But from what I know, he still feels close to me.
Jealous acts.
Back when I thought there might be something between us, I gave him a ring that has a lot of sentimental value to me. And since these days, sentimentality is all that keeps me going, I want it back. So, my suggestion is, tell Torque's people I sent you to get inside his base of operations. Meet up with him, ask your questions, convince him to give me my ring back. You get to interrogate him, then I get to have my ring back, then you get to hear my side of the story, then I get to lead the city with your help. Everybody wins more than once.
Hooray, a fetch quest.
They will really let me in just because I tell them you sent me?
They will. Trust me.
That sounds too easy. What caused the two of you to drift apart?
Irreconcilable differences in worldview.
Well, I assume so. But that's a diplomatic answer. I'm going to involve myself in the relationship drama of two ex-lovers. I need something more to go on.
With you?
Yeah. She picks her words carefully.
I realized I had to become an element of his carefully crafted projected image. Having me as a radical partner allowed him to present himself as a mediator while paying lip service to the revolutionary ideas. A mediator. That's the 21st century for you. Everyone wants to be a middleman these days, and nobody wants to do what's right.
You serious? Whenever I hear about Torque from the Ancilla, they talk about him like he's the second coming of Mao.
Ancilla?
I don't know. What is the Ancilla?
I don't know.
Is it something else that's the Camarilla?
Maybe it's like an ancillary Camarilla?
I guess so.
If he ever seemed that, it's only because from time to time people like me pushed him into doing an uneasy thing. Ever heard of the southern wolf and the northern fox? Both of them want to eat you for dinner, but only the southern wolf makes it immediately obvious. The tricky northern fox makes eyes and allows you to pet him before taking a bite.
Tamika, keep it on track, will you please?
Torque loves to surround himself with northern foxes. They talk of compromises. They seem reasonable compared to the opposition. But at the end of the day, they have eyes on the same prize. Power.
Hearing this gives me a foreboding feeling, but I can't quite nail down why. All right, tell me where to go, and I'll tell you where we'll meet later. I'm just chilling at Torque's when suddenly a shrill, loud voice pierces my eardrums.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, yay. It's a pissy lady from Torque's Inner Circles.
Oh, so an Ancilla is the rank right above neonate, right below elder.
Oh.
The literal meaning is like someone who helps or something like that.
The ancillaries to the elders?
Guess
so.
Yeah, so I guess I wasn't too far off. There's actually a college in Indiana called Marion University's Ancilla College. That's where they're trained. You know, it's a vampire college.
It's a vampire college.
I guess being an Ancilla is kind of like the equivalent of having like your bachelor's degree in vampirism. When elders,
before you get the master,
yeah,
before you
elders
get the
and
PhD
masters,
in
yeah.
vampirism.
Well, PhD is like, yeah, now you're in the
you're in the court at this point.
What do they call the court?
Primogen.
Yes.
Primogen.
I know vampires.
Yeah, you're learning.
I got it.
Look at you.
Yeah.
I'm here to see Torque.
I figured as much. You should have gone through his security first. Get out.
And what if he tells me to stay?
Fat chance. Move your ass before I throw you out.
I thought you'd be more open to cooperation after our last talk.
I don't remember. Did you whoop her last time?
I don't know. Did we flirt? Are we like flirty?
I remember there was like a big bar brawl, wasn't there? Didn't we like turn this place upside down?
That was in the previous game.
God, wait.
You got to think about when Julia met Mia.
See, this is. That's how you know Shadows was a better game, because the only plot points I can remember. Coteries, yes, Coteries. Because all the plot points I can remember are from Coteries.
Even though we played that a year ago.
And it still sticks with me more than a game that we've played
recently.
Yeah, like literally right now. I mean, no smack against Shadows, but Coteries is better.
Not when you're trying to make deals behind my back, bitch.
Mia, it's okay.
There he is, walking through the door. One of the most infamous New York City barons, or as some people started calling him the moment Callahan met his end, the Baron of New York City.
Oh.
Torque, we talked about this. She's...
The situation's a little bit different now. Tamika sent her.
I thought Torque was cool last game. I thought he was the real deal. And now Tamika's telling us that he's just like a sleazy sleaze.
Well, I mean, he's just playing all sides for the sake of being in power. Typical Torque.
What bullshit! I wasn't able to track her down for weeks.
Well, I did.
This is a reason to celebrate, not get mad. Now, if you allowed the two of us a private conversation...
No way! I want to keep an eye on her.
I'm your boss. You will keep an eye on the exit, and that will be enough. Please.
He puts on his best authoritative tone, and it works. No protests this time. Mia leaves the room.
When talking to Mia, you mentioned cooperation. First I've heard about it.
I tried to make friends with her so that the investigation would go more smoothly. Looks like it wasn't appreciated. She was there when I found the note on Callahan's body. When I was trying to find clues and she was giving me shit.
Okay, I'll pretend I remember that. I'm sorry about her. She can be overzealous, but usually that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, sure. So, as she told you, I've been trying to reach you for a few nights.
I don't think so. Have you?
Well, I'm the dumbass the court ordered to investigate Callahan's final death, so
CFD?
considering your connection to the case, I thought it would be prudent for us to talk.
Uh-huh. So that's you.
Yeah, no. I know you're probably anxious to hear about Tamika.
I am surprised to hear you two know each other.
We actually met through this investigation. Anyway, as I was saying, I know you probably can't wait to hear about her, but I'd like to ask you a few questions first.
I understand. Do your job.
Did you know Douglas Callahan?
Of course I did. We were both barons. Kept having professional obligations to meet each other, but that was it.
What was your private opinion of him?
Same as everyone else's. A racist clown mentally stuck in the 19th century who spent too much time keeping the anarchs down. I'm glad he's gone.
You mean you're glad he met final death?
Well, you know what they say. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave.
Weren't you the first kindred who saw his corpse?
I was. But it was his ghouls who found him. By the way, we've established that some of them tampered with the crime scene. They were properly disciplined for that.
Convenient story. Let's move on. What's your alibi for that night?
None. I was running around town the entire night, taking care of various issues. Unrelated to Callahan, but I don't intend to divulge them to someone from the Ivory Tower.
So, you have no interest in proving yourself innocent?
My official position was made clear. It's the Camarilla who are to blame. It is your job to prove me wrong.
Kerwomack.
What a wonderful phrase.
Is that like Polish swear words or something? Kerwomack?
Hang on.
Kerwomack.
Wait a minute.
Kerwomack.
Something that sounds like a menu item from the burger joint.
Why are there stars around it? They don't...
Maybe there's like, yeah, it looks like there's supposed to be like an asterisk because that like kind of translates it, but yeah, it is Polish.
Yeah, I assume so.
Hang on, what is Kuro?
I mean, we've been playing 7 nights of this game. It's the first time we've ever...
So the expression Kerwomack is short for Koroyegomak, which literally means his mother is a whore. But
right.
Is she Polish?
Yeah, she's Polish. Remember, she grew up in the old country and she moved here.
You keep using that word
recently.
remember. That doesn't, no.
Kurmash. At least for once I can face a problem that can be solved with pure logic, not politics.
What excellent pronunciation.
Any findings on your side I should know of?
Ask Mia. She's the one who handled the murder scene since I'm not privy to all the details.
Help D'Angelo, Agathon, any idea who those people are?
Can't recall. Sorry.
The evidence I've found suggests a potential link between Callahan and Tamika. Any clue?
I knew both of them well, but as far as I know, they've never met. That's it.
Oh, well. Not sure what I expected. He's the kind of guy that could only be pushed to talk if I had something concrete to push him with. Like a piece of concrete.
Yeah, you beat me. Damn it.
Time to move on. Well, regarding Tamika...
Finally.
I'll cut straight to the chase. She wanted to inform you that she will be skipping town for a while. The SI is hot on her trail and she needs to lose them ASAP.
Oh, told her countless times. If she's in danger, I will always be there for her. Does she think she can find a secure way out of the city of this situation?
She's safe.
So you say.
She's got some other friends in high places. She'll manage to get out.
Gotta admit, That's not what I expected to hear. Or what I wanted to hear. Why did she decide to contact me?
She wants her ring back. His aura changes in the blink of an eye.
I see now. That's why she didn't show up herself. Wouldn't even face me when delivering the final insult.
Uh-oh. Looks like I stepped on a landmine.
How did you expect this to go? She said the ring was a symbol of trust she put in me. No way in hell I'm going to give it away, not until she gives me the chance to explain myself.
I need that ring to get Tamika to talk, but with the way he's acting, it doesn't seem likely he'll be willing to part with it. Might require me to act shitty. Maybe. Time to change my approach.
Oh boy, oh boy. Wait, lie about what?
I don't know. I don't know what either of these things entail. I can't tell which would work, but I didn't choose lie for the fun of lying.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, he's definitely lying about something anyway, so he may as well.
I'm supposed to be like a sneaky reporter anyway. Listen.
Trade updated. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yep. Listen. This is none of my business, but I think you've got something wrong here.
How exactly?
She still loves you. Poof. He's only doe-eyed for a short moment, but it's obvious I hit him where it hurts.
That's smart play. You said you just met her. How would you know?
We fought an SI patrol together. That one made her trust. And then we had an unexpectedly honest talk. Woman to woman. Glad Mia's away. If she was still in this room, I'd be far too embarrassed to let this shit escape my mouth. Ugh, bonding with women. How could I ever admit that? Girls aren't supposed to be friends. They're only supposed to be catty and jealous about each other. But Torque just nods, prompting me to go on. She's conflicted. She understands the painful realities of this world, but wants to hold on to her ideals. That's why it's hard for her to stay close to you. Even though deep down, she resentfully respects your slow and steady work. She still wants to give her own approach a chance. Oh my God, what am I doing?
Then why would she want the ring? To me, it's an obvious message. I was wrong to put my hopes in you. It's punishment.
She wants it to remember you by. And to have the symbol of those hopes near her. To remind her there's always another way. Look, I know this is hard for you, but you gotta give her time. And the benefit of the doubt. It will pay dividends in the long run. Slowly make her realize her misconceptions might have been wrong.
Ellipses.
Realization slowly dawns on him.
Oh, you're full of shit.
Oh my God, he's actually buying it. I am dying inside. He takes the ring out of his inside pocket.
Wait, why wasn't he wearing it?
To me.
Why weren't you wearing this symbol of trust, you jerk? Go. Tell her I'll be waiting, and that my feelings have never changed.
Of course.
Should Mia lead you out?
No need. I'll manage. As I leave, I feel very self-conscious about the pace of my walk. I feel like I just got away with murder. I know, and it feels great, doesn't it? I love the rush of getting away with something. Let's see, what is this trait?
Oh yeah, well that's a dictionary. Where's the...
My traits.
There's only 2 buttons, pick one. What was the other one?
This is just the...
Oh, there you go. You can't be a writer and not lie.
Yep, it's true. Glass half. So I got like a mix of good and bad traits here. Loyal to myself is selfishness and lying is bad. But glass half full is optimism and being a good cop is good. So I know, but you're like, you know, balanced.
You're a depressed vampire, La Sombra, loner investigator, so that kind of...
I've got a layered, nuanced personality.
La Sombras are like onions.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Very smelly. If he relays what I said to Mia, she will probably see through my bullshit in an instant, but, won't be my problem at that point.
Run!
Time to meet Tamika. I find her already waiting in front of the Jewish Museum. How did it go? She raises her eyebrows as I put her the...
Wait, as I put her...
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be as I put the golden ring into
her palm. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. I didn't think you'd succeed. Turns out I'm a talented diplomat. Psh, from my experience, that usually means a liar. She looks at the ring with a gentle gaze and then stores it safely in her pocket. You know what? I don't think it was a lie. I think deep down she is still in love with him. So you know what? I was telling the truth.
Well, I mean,
it was my optimistic glass half full truth.
I see.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, role playing your traits.
Yep.
Good girl.
Or has he really changed? Who knows? I just met him for the first time in my life. Anyway, I've kept my end of the bargain. Of course. It's time I keep mine.
And she runs.
Ooh, she's talking about going through the venture. Last year, a certain fledgling appeared in the city and attempted to build a coterie. That
In
list
New
you
York, of
found
all places.
in Callahan. That's the list they got. They contacted each of us and found themselves in deep shit. SI, Kaiser, Sophie Langley, some shadow players manipulating everything from behind the scenes. Then, they disappeared. Kaiser. That name keeps popping up once again. It can't be a coincidence. No one knows where or why. Doesn't really matter. That happens when you punch way above your weight. Hope they're doing fine, despite all odds. In any case, Torque got involved too. That's how I met him, actually. He got hurt. Didn't want to say how, claimed it could put anyone who knew in danger. Whatever happened, it gave him the drive and the desire for change. For 2 months, he was a beautiful kindred, plain and simple. But suddenly, something in him snapped overnight. His tone mellowed out. His actions became timid. His language became more befitting of a political science student than a charismatic leader. I assumed he met someone who made him an offer he couldn't refuse, but I had no idea who that was. And then, one night, I followed him when he went out. And I saw him scheming at the docks with Callahan. When he came back, we had an argument. When he refused to explain himself, I knew I was on my way out. And that was that. I understand. Wish I'd known that earlier. Might have confronted the facts with him and learned something more. He never told me of Kindred. What makes you think he would have told you? She's got a point, I suppose. All right, thank you. Now it's my turn. Here is your way out.
Shoot you in the head.
I pointed the manhole before our feet. Here's a map of the sewers. Follow the route, then burn it. You'll be looking for a one-eyed Nosferatu wearing tactical gear. Tell him I sent you and give him the agreed-upon amount of money. What kind of route would I be taking anyway? An armored van full of precious coffins. My man knows how to arrange them to allow for unnoticed extra cargo. Her face darkens. The circulatory system. What did you expect? The rich and powerful always get what they want, one way or another. At least tonight, one of their routes will be used for something good. She drops her shoulders in resignation and opens up the manhole cover. Fine. But remember, if it doesn't work, I'll be back at your doorstep with a vengeance. If it's the last thing I do. I'm sure it will work out fine. Just beware of a giant albino ghoul alligator while you're down there. Tamika rolls her eyes. Sewer ghoul alligator, for your information, it's just a story New York kindred told to neonates to mess with them while they're still gullible enough to believe anything they hear about the new world. Oh, that makes sense, I suppose. Well, this is goodbye. If in a few months you hear that the First Light presence in Los Angeles has been decimated, assume that, against all odds, I'm still unalive and kicking. If you keep killing indiscriminately, you might cross a line of no return, you know? Shouldn't you take it easy for a while?
Not until my brothers and sisters in blood stop being slaughtered. I care about what's left of my humanity, but turning a blind eye on kindred in need would be even less human.
So that's the kind of person she is. Probably will be. Until the very end. Must be comforting, in a way, to know how your path will end, yet to follow it all the same. I could never do that.
Here's some parting advice for you. We might be monsters, but we were lucky enough to have been born into a world that's even more monstrous than we are. If we rebel against it, we might still find salvation.
If only I could believe it. Didn't expect the preaching tone. Why are you telling me this?
Because I think I have a pretty good nose for people's auras. When I take a good look at you, I smell a penchant for ruthless opportunism.
Weren't you leaving, Tamika?
I smell someone who doesn't value the truth much.
Journalist?
It's not much, just a hunch. But you seem prone to giving in to the Camarilla's empty promises of safety and their petit bourgeois values.
I think I should take offense to that.
I hope you do. That would reflect on you well. In any case, whatever happens, see you in your next life, Julia.
Safe travels, Tamika. I skipped tonight's visit to the church.
Oh, no sexy priest today.
I'm not in the mood to see Benoit, but he wasn't there last time. I'm still embarrassed about yesterday's outburst. I'm kind of pissed none of the clan of elders in Chicago bothered to reply to my fucking reports. No advice, no feedback, nothing. I feel like I was left utterly alone. Besides, it's late. I always get back to the apartment early in the morning, right before it gets bright. It's getting risky to be out here so close to sunrise. Accidents can happen. I'll try to get back earlier tomorrow night. Attempt to surprise Dakota. Yeah. I'm back. Yay.
Oh, wait, that shadow's back.
That creepy shadow. Yay. How was work? All caught up?
Yeah, I managed to get my deadlines postponed. All our clients are canceling and delaying orders left and right.
Huh. Does that mean you'll have time to help me with my makeup tomorrow?
We'll see.
Perfect. All right. I need to disappear before the sun catches up with me.
Hey.
Yeah?
I love you.
Oh. An uneasy silence fills the room. I'm not getting out of this one, am I? Well, I've already come up with one love story tonight. What's another? I love you too. I quickly turn away to avoid looking at her sincere smile and leave to rest.
Do you think she's like Arrow Ace or something, maybe? Or?
No, I think she's just kind of over Dakota.
Really?
Yeah.
She's not going to do much better.
I mean,
unless she wants to go chase down Tamika.
Maybe she's in love with the sexy priest. But the
Could-
heart wants what it wants, you
Could
know?
be, yeah. Who knows the foolish hearts of the vampires?
Yes, well, we're about to rest. Let's find out what happens after we rest. Wow.
All right, back to the burger joint.
All right,
yeah.
here we go. No decisions to make, so we'll just pick it up right here next time. Take it from there.
Why the burger joint?
Okay, so the big thing that happened this time was us choosing this trait of being a liar instead of being brutally honest, which I fear fits more with us.
I mean, we probably
I'm-
would have won either way because it's plot. But
I don't regret this choice of being a liar, but if I should, tell me in the comments.
We
Or
did it
give
for
me your
Tamika.
thoughts. If you did the brutally honest route in your playthrough, tell me your thoughts and feelings. Please don't spoil anything super spoilery, but share your feelings. Do you think we're stupid? Do you think we're cool?
Don't invite that kind of criticism.
Hey, those are excellent things to put in YouTube comments because then the algorithm is your friend.
Yeah, feeding the hour.
Yeah, we got to do calls to action, right? Give us comments, like,
But
subscribe.
usually calls to action is like, hey, call us assholes in the comments.
Have fights in the comments. One of you call us an asshole, and then the other one of you defend us and start a war, and then maybe you'll fall in love, and it'll be great.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, if that happens,
we're matchmakers here.
All
We're
right.
gonna make
All right,
some.
you guys can argue in the comments, but as long as love comes out of it, then
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all good. We'll send you a wedding present.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it won't be much, but I mean, because that's a lot of people that's going to get married.
It will be us doing silly voices.
What? Are we going to like recite their vows in silly voices?
I don't know. Silly voices is what we do on the internet, so I figured that would be the thing they'd want.
I mean, we can do their vows, because the vows are something they have to do. Like, what would it be?
I don't know. It's like a voicemail greeting.
Like, oh. No, it'd be like a congratulatory thing.
Yeah. Happy
It's
wedding.
like, I heard you get married, Blair, the most unholy of unions.
You met in our comments section and then fell in love.
That's pathetic.
It's like how we met in Doug Walker's basement.
No, we met. Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, we met.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah.
It's not where we fell in love, but it's where we met.
When did you fall in love with me?
I don't know. Tomorrow?
Good night, everybody. I found out I've been living a lie.
It's part of my Lasombra trait.
I love you anyway. I don't care.
Love you too.
But I do remember when I saw you down there. I remember exactly where you were. Lindsay was sitting in a chair, and you were behind Lindsay, or sitting in her lap for some reason. I can't remember. Something.
I
Like that.
was sitting on the floor.
You're sitting on the floor.
Yes.
How do you remember this?
I have good memory.
Damn. Is it because I was involved, or just because you have a good memory in general?
Because it was you, my darling.
I can see a giant /S floating through the air as you say that.
Any vampire news?
Why are you asking me?
Besides Swan Song coming out, Swan Song was big news. If you haven't watched our playthrough of Swan Song, we played the first, I guess what would technically be the first like 15 minutes of the game, but it took us an hour and a half to play it because the game has a lot of stuff to read.
It's very expository.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to read. And we didn't even read all of it. That was just with us reading what we thought was
And while it
relevant.
does kind of look dated and dated, I mean, this I'm intrigued about the story. This is it's actually a game I would like to continue to play.
I'm not really here for the game mechanics. That's not. I understand that's important to a lot of gamers, but I'm much more interested in the writing. That's what I'm interested in.
Well, no,
movies
I mean,
and
that's-
books and everything. Writing is what I'm here for. So.
No, that's what I mean. The story. Like
exactly.
I want to find out what happened at the party or whatever.
So if you're into that, we will continue playing that alongside this game. I feel like this game's almost done, and then we can get back and we're going to focus on Swan Song after that.
I think Swan
then-
Song's fairly short-ish.
Depends how we play it,
The way we play it.
right? And then after that, we'll play a different vampire game for
We
your vampire
still have to
enjoyment.
do Vampire, and there was something else on our list. What was it?
Oh yeah, plenty. They're all in the comments.
What?
The YouTube comments.
What about the comments?
They told us all the games we had to play.
But what were they? Is my question.
Well, we'll go back and read them.
I don't read the comments.
I'll read the comments.
You read the comments. It's your
I
channel.
do.
I read my own comments for years. Thank you very much.
I read every single comment.
I paid my dues.
I read every single comment on Lindsay Ellis's channel because that's my job.
It is. You have to deal with the comments of two ladies on the internet, and that's just twice as bad.
It's a living.
Though I must, credit where credit's due. You guys, the comments here, generally 90%, 99%, great.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I have the best comment section in the history of YouTube. You guys rule. Love you.
I was about to appeal to this. All right, now that we complimented you, you're obligated to join our Patreon. Make sure you ring the bell to get notified of when any new videos land.
I don't think the bell actually works.
Does it?
No, the algorithm hates me.
Well, it's because they want to elevate, the cheap dross that the plebs.
Oh yeah, we're too highbrow for YouTube. With our vampire video game playthroughs.
I mean, on that rationale, the lower someone's view count is, the more the harder they are to find, the better they are.
Yeah, see, we're exclusive. It's like a hipster. You loved us before we were cool.
Oh, I like it.
And good news for you, we will never be cool.
It helps if spoilers. Yeah, sorry, if you guys are subscribing to waiting us to be cool, you guys gotta while to wait.
I hope you're enjoying the Paul and Maven podcast that exists at the end of every single one of these episodes.
Is it? Not every episode. Sometimes I'm just too tired and I want to go to bed.
So I asked everyone what their favorite jams were.
Oh, did they get an answer?
Yes. We got so many answers about their favorite jams.
List them. Go ahead.
Well, the best one was lemon curd, which I'd forgotten existed.
It's not a jam.
Yes, it is. It counts as a jam.
It's a spread at best.
It's a preserve. It's a fruit preserve in a jar. That's a jam. In the way that grape jelly is also a jam, Okay. Google is British, and when she said she was listening to her favorite jams, or thinking about her favorite jams, she was talking about jelly, but she couldn't say jelly because in Britain land, jelly is jello. So she wouldn't have said that, so she said jam. But jelly counts. It is part of the deal. And lemon curd is definitely the winner because it is the most delicious. Strawberry rhubarb is also a high contender.
Okay, so that's a jam. Or at least a jelly. Is jam and jelly synonymous?
I think the difference between jam and jelly is that jam has like chunks of fruit in it.
Jam is like chunkier.
But
or
I think,
preserves are, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like different levels of jam, jelly, and preserves.
Whatever. As long as it comes in a mason jar with like cute little gingham fabric on the top, then
they're all made with gelatin. That's what jellyifies them.
No.
Or the natural pectin in fruit.
No, wait. Are you saying not all jelly is made with gelatin?
Not always, but often.
Ew, I did not know that. So jelly's not vegan?
It's made with pectin, okay? Gelatin is one kind of pectin. You don't have to use horse hoof gelatin. You can use different kinds of pectin.
All right. That was like a really disgusting revelation.
What? You eat gelatin all the time. You eat marshmallows. You're obsessed with marshmallows.
I am. What?
You are obsessed with marshmallows.
As long as, if they're covered in chocolate, yes. But regular marshmallows, take it or leave it. That's our son's job. He's the marshmallow fiend. And our daughter, she loves Lucky Charms.
Okay, so pectin is what makes jelly jellify. Some fruits produce it naturally. If you boil them down, it emerges.
By the way, this is a vampire channel.
To create your preserves, your jellies, your gelatins, your jams, whatever, you can add pectin into it. You can use vegan pectin. There is fruit pectin. There's like plenty of options. You don't have to use literal Jello brand Jello to make jelly.
Well, it sounds like they really packed a lot into that jar. Fuck. You know where I was going with that. You pecked it into the jar.
And I love you anyway.
Thank you, my love.
So if our last call to action was about jams, we need a new one for this.
I think we gave all the call to action a long time ago. What street are we on?
It kind of looks like, well, we just, it's Big Beat Burger is supposed to be near Times Square, isn't it? This doesn't look like Times Square.
No,
maybe like over by Hell's Kitchen, like we're a few blocks away from Times Square.
This kind of looks like
it's the west
side view of a library almost.
No, that's the east side.
No, the library's like on a big open square thing.
Yeah. I mean, to me, this looks more like the Village.
Well, that's definitely a big stately building over there. It looks kind of courthousey.
New York University area, but could be anywhere.
No, there's a Forever 21 over there, I see.
Well, that's Times Square.
No, this is not Times Square. This can't be Times Square.
Forever 21 is in Times Square. Big Beat Burger is in Times Square. I mean, this is not Times Square. This is a street off from Times Square. Though the Forever 21 that you see right here is not there. The
that's
Forever
a very
21
small
in
Forever
Times
21.
Square is like right next to the Toys R Us. It's basically like a theme
And you know
park
it's not Times Square because I'm seeing buses go by. And they don't do that in Times Square.
This particular street is not Times Square. I agree with that. Because there's no trees in Times Square.
Nope, there's only one tree in New York, and a tree grows in Brooklyn. That was the name of the book.
Have you read it?
No, I haven't. I just know it from a Looney Tunes cartoon. Because Bugs Bunny was reading it for some reason, and I remember the title.
It was a fad book. It was like the Where the Crawdads Sing of that era.
Where the Crawdads Sing?
That's the newest fad book.
I know Where the Red Fern Grows.
Oh, that's a good book.
It is a good book.
That book made me cry as a child.
Well, yeah, it's a scarring book. I had to read that one, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Anne Frank's Diary in middle school. Ugh. And those are all, yeah.
What a bummer of a class.
That was when I went to like Christian school too. It was the worst. It was good, but it was the worst.
We should be talking about vampires though.
Oh yeah, vampires. What's the vampire news?
The Anne Rice TV show released a new teaser trailer. In the teaser trailer, someone puts a tape in a tape recorder and plays it, and it's the interview, and the vampire saying, I was 33 years old when I was made a vampire. And the tape has a date on it, 1973. So the thing about this is that we know that the interview is taking place in present times. And the premise of the show is that the interviewer, Daniel, interviewed the vampire Louis in 1973 and got the interview wrong. And that's the story that we've all read and seen in the Tom Cruise movie. Wait, now he's going back and he's re-interviewing the vampire in 2021, and he's getting the story right this time.
So this whole thing is just like a stupid retcon?
Yes. How did you not know this? I've talked about it a million times.
I don't remember things.
Okay, so the new vampire TV show is the retcon.
But that's such a lazy device. It's like, oh yeah, we did this last movie, but oh no, it turns out they got everything wrong. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
That's lazy.
Instead of just being like, it's an AU fanfic, huzzah, let's have fun. It's, they're making a literal retcon.
AU?
That's short for alternate universe.
Oh, okay.
Term.
Got it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know about these.
You know, like parallel universes in comics.
But people don't say PU. They do, but only when something smells bad.
Like this conversation.
Damn, all right, I'm leaving.
All right, we're both leaving. Leave us comments.
The Paul and Maven show, da-da-da-da. Hope you loved it. Hear our bickering about jams and jellies and preserves.
Good night.
Blah.
Blah.
We're ridiculous. Why do people listen to us?
Only like 4 of them do.
We're going to like 15 minutes about jams.